population of our community is really feeling the pinch of COVID-19 crisis. And that's where community banking can come in and help. And for that, we turn to Uri Bank, which is really standing in and stepping into the gap. We welcome the president of Uri Bank, Mr. David Beaver, along with Crystal Joy. She is the managing director of Lee Institute. And David, I want to get to you. Can you talk about and outline the landscape of the Charlotte area as it pertains to affordable housing?
Sure. There's two things that are really driving some of the affordable housing concerns in the Charlotte-Mecklenburg region. And the first is supply. We typically have in a normal market around 6 months of housing supply, and we're down to around a month and a half to 2 months of housing supply, which the lower supply just simply means prices are going up in the housing space. So we're seeing more expensive cost of living. Along with that, we're seeing more expensive rents. So we're seeing, maybe a one-bedroom apartment in the Charlotte region may cost $1,200, $1,400 a month. A $200,000 home, for example, the mortgage payment may only be $800 a month. So you could save $400 to $600 a month and have a $200,000 home, and you're building wealth for your family. But the challenge is most of those conforming programs do require 20% down on that home, and most families struggle to save $40,000 to put down on that home.
So here's a two-part question. One, has there always been community banks? And this is where it seems like a community bank can really step in and stand in the gap where a big bank can't.
Sure, there has been community banking essentially forever around the area, Charlotte being a finance and banking hub. But what really happened in 2008, 2010 kind of time frame of the financial crisis is the state of North Carolina lost about 65% of its community banks due to consolidation in the industry, because the cost and complexity of banking just continued to increase, and you had to gain larger scale to be able to compete in the markets. And I think the second part of that question is community banks do have a role in serving a community to be able to provide other services, and large banks have a great role in an economic system as well. But there's things that we can provide on a personal touch that we feel very proud to be able to help serve our communities.
And Crystal, I want to bring you into conversation. You guys come along and really support the underserved community. How is that support happen? How is that support? How do you do that support?
Absolutely. So a couple of things. So at the Lee Institute, we're a local nonprofit organization that focuses on strengthening communities through building leaders and focusing on nonprofit organization support. So part of what we do is we focus on, some of my clients are on the west side. So with the West Boulevard Neighborhood Coalition, with the West Side Community Land Trust, Historic West End Partners, we've done work with those organizations that are grassroots, community-driven organizations to make sure that they have the proper organizational structure, they have good strategic plans so that they can appropriately service the community from a grassroots level. And another piece of what we do is also around leadership development. And we have something called an American Leadership Forum program. And David just graduated from that program last year. And as part of that program, we talked about the impact of the community, the region, how different communities interact with each other. And so what came out of that was that David wanted to know how, from Albemarle County, Albemarle County, can they help support things that are happening in Mecklenburg County? So we were like, we know some people. We've got folks on the west side that we can connect you with. And so we made that connection point so that we could provide access to them to help out and do that leadership piece that they've been committed to, as well as provide access for the west side community.
So it's safe to say that you guys are connecting that underserved population with people that they connect, or organizations that they couldn't typically connect with. And that's why Uri Bank is in the mix.
Absolutely. So it's providing access points and some of that social capital that Lee Institute has access to make sure that those communities get connected.
And so, David, now, if someone listens to the show and they say, hey, I want to go ahead and apply for a loan, I want to be a homeowner, I want to be a homeowner in the Charlotte area, what is the process as they come to Uri Bank?
Well, we hope we try to make the process fairly simple. One of the benefits that we do have is we partner with several agencies, one being House Charlotte, for example, or the Federal Home Loan Bank Heroes program that serves as down payment assistance to school teachers, military, fire, police, and medic staff, and North Carolina Housing Finance Agency. So as we talked about, one of the big challenges is a family being able to save up that $40,000 in that example to be able to put down. that $40,000 can go as low as $5,000 or $6,000 on that same $200,000 home when you use one of these other programs. So we partner with those, and it's as simple as making a phone call to us at 704-983-6181 and asking for someone in our mortgage department. Or you can go to our website and you can apply online on our website at www.uwharrie.com. That's UWHARRIE.
And Crystal, what are you guys' website?
Yes, it's www.leeinstitute.org.
And thank you both very, very much.
Thank you so much.